This is one of the weak parts of the Africa Twin, is that the wiring gets very hot. This has been touching my plastic and burning it. So I'm going to have to look around, see if I can push it back and just kind of finesse this a bit because it's too far out. I'm also going to remove these connectors and put new ones in there. Almost plug repair. It's a YFZ450 Raider. Actually, this is supposed to have been for the XRV750, but I believe it will work. So I think it's better than these connectors that I have. But what we have here is the repair kit that I bought with extended wires. That's good, but we need 4. So I have an extra wire here. I'm going to crimp this onto here. Hopefully this will work. It should work. One of these connectors, and then I'm just going to put it here. You could also hardwire the wires. That's what a lot of the Africa Twin owners do. All right, guys, I got the plug on here. So the plug is going to be going on there. It's not an exact thing because it doesn't have the locking thing, but it's better than this system, hopefully. So I also got an extra cable. I'm going to cut it to length, and then we are going to remove all of these plugs and put this in there. And I think it's going to be much better than before. I just have to remember which wire goes where. So this one goes to the front one, this one goes here. It's like the red, and there's a black one. See, it's already melted over there. That's such a shame that this happens. We're gonna have to cut and then repair, but we don't have a lot of play here, so this is gonna be a little bit difficult to expose enough wire to do that. This is very tricky. I actually had this done at a bike shop here in Portugal. I don't think they did that good of a job, unfortunately. I think they should have just wired everything together. You see it's exposed over there. All right, so I'm gonna have to carefully just slice this out. All right, those are brand new wires, not destroyed wires. So these are just way too rough. I want to leave these connectors because I know that this one goes here, this one goes there, this one goes there, and this one, that's really in bad shape, goes to the front one. So guys, I have finished the connector. This is not heating up anymore, so that's good. It's getting a little bit warmer here, but I think this is a pretty decent solution. This doesn't lock in there, and I think this gives a little bit too much of the wires, but I think with the plastic, pushing it here is no problem. So this is another rectifier that I bought. It was, I think, $12 on Amazon, and this will fit here. It does have this connector I'll have to cut, but I'm going to keep this on the bike at all times in case I need to replace it, because the rectifiers on Africa Twins do go bad, so I'm going to have this just in case. We need to make sure that all of this is okay. What happened yesterday when I was riding is that this terminal actually stuck to the plastic. You know, I felt on my leg something kind of burning, and it was that hot. So this stuck to the plastic, and these two were sticking to each other. So we need to, and it's already like super tight and burned. So we're going to have to redo a lot of this stuff, unfortunately. But this is a well-known thing here. So this one goes here. This one's still okay. I'm going to put this one back. This one, it is burnt to a crisp. I'm going to see if I can get new connectors for this and new connectors for this and put it on. And then I'm going to wrap some electrical tape around it and seal everything as much as I can. And then I'm going to look at these. I don't have the terminals for it, but I'm going to pull them out right now. So one thing I did was I replaced this starter solenoid, even though I really didn't need to, but I'm going to wrap some tape around it. I still have the pin that burned, so you can see this. This would go right into that socket. It's got the wires on top, and this makes these wires very short to work with. The connector that I have coming in actually has a little bit more length, but that's what happens when this melts. There we go. It's exposed. We don't need too much. I guess I could reverse it. That way I won't make a mistake. That is putting this one here. Like that. But this one's actually okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I wish I had a crimper, but I don't. Must be a ground connection somewhere, but I just can't figure it out. One wire. I'm actually going to put a little bit more, if you can believe it. You know, it just from here to there, apparently, it doesn't get much hotter. It's just coming off the rectifier. So I'm going to put this one here, and I might actually wrap this as well. Now this one is the one I wrapped. I'll just leave it. Actually, right here, I'm going to definitely put some tape. This one. Might as well, I guess, just a bit. I don't want to make it too difficult to remove in case I have to do something. I'll just kind of put this little tab here. And at least this is a temporary solution, but this is what goes bad. It just becomes too damaged, too soft.